Hi, in this post we're going to look at how to use natural remedies to help overcome cocaine addiction. Dopamine and glutamate are the two primary neurotransmitters involved in driving cocaine addiction. When you take cocaine, dopamine and glutamate levels rise and it feels good. When you stop taking cocaine, the levels of dopamine and glutamate in the brain plummet. Not only does this feel bad, but your brain remembers what it needs to get to feel good again, which is more cocaine. Unfortunately, over time and repeated use, the high levels of dopamine and glutamate produced by cocaine use lead to your brain becoming less sensitive to dopamine and glutamate. You don't just become desensitized to the cocaine, you actually become desensitized to your own dopamine and glutamate. So, when you first give it up, the first thing you're going to want to do is to boost dopamine levels naturally to give you kind of like a soft landing, to protect you from a rapid, horrible decline and to take the edge off the craving. There's a multiple range of remedies that we can use to do this, from DLPA and tyrosine, which are the amino acids used to build dopamine, through to herbs that stimulate its natural release. Just going to point out NAC here. This is a particularly interesting remedy. It has a proven ability to decrease cocaine cravings in both rats and, more importantly, in humans. It's also critically important to make sure that you're not deficient of B6 iron and methylfolate, which is the natural form of folic acid, because these vitamins and minerals are required by your body to manufacture dopamine. In addition to boosting dopamine levels, we want to start normalizing and regulating glutamate activity within the brain. Again, NAC-cysteine works on this, and there are additional remedies. It takes time gradually to correct the imbalance cocaine has caused to the glutaminergic systems of the brain. I'll say more about how we do that in a minute. In addition to boosting these neurotransmitters, what we want to do, in addition to rebalancing dopamine and glutamate levels, what we want to do is to start rewiring the systems in the brain. An intensive program of mindfulness meditation has been shown to improve impulse control and emotional balance and reduce your chances of relapsing. Cocaine also specifically damages or causes a loss of brain volume and gray matter in the insular and inferior frontal gyrus, regions of the brain involved in willpower and impulse control. We can target and give those parts of the brain an exercise workout. Brain structures can be forced to grow by exercising them in just the same way that you can force a muscle to grow by exercising it. It takes time, but if you're serious about overcoming cocaine addiction, you definitely want to invest 50 to 100 hours in mindfulness and other specific types of meditation brain training to improve the parts of the brain involved in willpower and the ability to discriminate between choices that will lead to positive outcomes or negative outcomes. In those moments in the future where you're feeling down and stressed and there's some cocaine put in front of you, you want the parts of your brain that can perceive how, in the future, you'll regret taking those drugs to be strong and active. The best way you can do that is with meditation brain training. This moves us on to the third phase, which is to use natural remedies, diets, and physical exercises to stimulate the regenerative and recuperative neuroplastic abilities of your brain. Your brain is naturally going to heal anyway, but it could take a couple of years, maybe more, sometimes as much as 5 years. What we want to do is to use natural remedies, diet, and exercises to speed up the recovery process, because all the time that your brain remains cocaine desensitized state, you are more vulnerable to relapsing the next time you get hit by a stressful situation and so forth. So in summary, keeping your neurotransmitters balanced with natural remedies can help take the edge off addictive cravings. Combining this with drug counseling and an intensive program of mindfulness-based meditation brain training can maximize the chances of you maintaining your recovery state. You can also boost your neuroplasticity with an intensive program of natural remedies. I've got more information you can read for free on my website and my other social media. Thanks for watching.